Guess who's back, back, back? East Coast mom. Mom, you know that one?
No.
What?
Oh yeah.
Every meal, as you'll see from her results, every meal. Are you sitting down? We're gonna kill people. People are gonna have heart attacks watching these results, and we're trying to make everybody healthy. Hi everybody! We are back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Emily, and I do videos about health and fitness and veganism and lifestyle and everything. So if you're interested in anything, I upload a new video every 3 days, so make sure you subscribe. So we are so excited because we have to commemorate a loss today.
Why?
Because somebody killed the WSLF challenge. So this is the after video of my mom's 2-week WSLF challenge, and we're going to be talking about everything in this video, and we are so excited. And stick around for the end when we talk about what her results were. So a really brief overview of WSLF, if you don't know what it is, it stands for whole starch low fat. I will link videos below that talk about it. Mr. and Mrs. Vegan invented it. And basically what it is a plant-based diet, lifestyle rather. Half your plate is starches like potatoes, beans, corn, oats, rice, and then the other half of your plate is vegetables. And that's pretty much what you eat, and you eat in abundance, and you don't add any oil or sugar, you're just adding spices or more whole foods. So that's what it is, and we're going to talk about how 2 weeks on this diet affected this lovely woman. Okay, so let's start out with a little bit of background about my mother. She has been plant-based for almost 2 years, and up until this point, why don't you talk about what it kind of looked like to be plant-based for you, what you were eating?
After these 2 weeks, I realized that I was following a lifestyle/diet of exclusion, trying to eat what I used to eat and taking things out. You know, like I could have pasta, but I couldn't have meatballs with it. It was kind of negative almost in a way, which has changed completely since the 2 weeks on this diet. Now I can look forward to new and interesting things, and I don't feel like I'm leaving things out.
Right, so before she was eating, like for lunch, she would have like toast with hummus and avocado, just more processed foods and fatty foods.
Yes, which I didn't realize.
Right,
Yeah.
And smoothies. You had a lot of smoothies before.
Yes.
So I would say like a typical day of eating for you was probably like a smoothie, avocado and hummus on toast, and then finish the day with pasta.
Right, and peanut butter crackers when I was healthy, that kind of thing. Just avoiding meat products, but eating kind of the wrong things.
Right, and she's totally transformed, which we will talk about a little bit. So let's talk about why we decided to put her on the WSLF challenge. By the way, I eat WSLF just as like a lifestyle, so I was her coach and partner for these past 2 weeks because I do it anyway, so I helped her out, which we'll talk about how we actually went about it. But alright, so let's talk about why she decided to do it. So about 2.5 weeks ago, we watched the documentary What the Health. I need to take a breath after I say that because it fires you up so much and makes you a good kind of angry. But do you want to talk about what particularly in that documentary made you want to try WSLF?
I think the documentaries are everything really. I'd watched Forks Over Knives a while ago, but What the Health really struck me, especially regarding medication, cholesterol especially for me, and how if you're not going to change your diet, you can't expect a pill to reduce a risk factor such as high cholesterol for you. I do want to clarify that I personally believe it would be irresponsible for me to make any recommendations about someone and the medication they're on and the relationship they have with their doctor. It's key. You have to do what's best for you. There are many risk factors as far as cardiovascular disease goes, high cholesterol being one of them. But most important to do what's right for you. Don't stop medications unless your doctor is on board with that.
Right, we're just random people on the internet. I mean, we can tell you to go jump off a cliff. Doesn't mean you should do it. We're just sharing our experience, which was fabulous. But yeah, so I knew that she would just thrive on WSLF, and we watched this documentary. And she's been taking cholesterol medication for
a really long time, 20 years.
Yeah, and going vegan helped a little bit, but of course you can be vegan and eat Oreos and potato chips. So being vegan doesn't really do anything. It's about what you're going to eat to heal your body. So we watched that documentary and she was so upset about the pharmaceutical industry and how corrupt it is. She was like, I'm done. I'm doing whatever I have to do so that I'm not going to take that medication anymore. And I was like, hey, jump over on the WSLF bandwagon. And she was like, okay. So we decided to sit down and make a plan and do WSLF for 2 weeks because in 2 weeks' time she had a doctor's appointment. So I was like, all right, let's just do it until the doctor's appointment and see what happens. So then that night I sent over to her my WSLF ebook, and she also downloaded the WSLF free guide and just kind of got a feel for what it was. And I sent her to Mr. and Mrs. Vegan's YouTube channel just to kind of digest what was going on. And then the next morning we sat down, I took her weight and her measurements, and we made a plan for what we were gonna do. So we talked about what kind of meals she liked, and what kind of meals she would like to bring to work, and what she likes to eat for breakfast. And we went through the WSLF ebook and we chose about 4 meals. And then we went grocery shopping and we made up those meals and we got all the stuff that we needed and went from there. We put it all in the fridge, and I got these little note cards and I wrote on the note cards the foods that she could have, and I put one on the fridge, and I put one on the cabinet, and I put one on the potato cabinet, so that when she went up to the fridge or freezer, she could look at the list, see what was in the fridge, and take whatever she wanted whenever she wanted.
Like having a personal chef.
Because this lifestyle is all about abundance and eating to heal yourself. It's not about restriction or calorie counting. It's about whenever you're hungry, go eat all the great stuff that you can eat. And she did exactly that. All right, so now let's go through some common questions. So what did you eat on the WSLF challenge?
For breakfast, steel cut oats with fruit, staying away from any additives to that. Lunch, vegan chili, rice, potatoes.
Lots of potatoes.
Lots of potatoes. For dinner, the Moroccan paella was a big hit. Salad, a lot of salads with beans and veggies, and a dressing that didn't have oil in it, which was a little tricky for me in the beginning, but I'm over that now, I got it. And for a snack, if I had to have it, some air popped popcorn.
And fun fact, your taste buds cannot taste oil. So it's just the addictive property that sends the signal to your brain that, oh my gosh, this is so many calories, and it's a survival mechanism to eat more oil, but you can't even taste it on your tongue. Okay, so what was it like in the beginning?
In the beginning, it was a little intimidating. It was really great to have someone making all your food for you and putting it in the fridge.
I was so serious about it.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going somewhere, I'm making you a lunchbox.
Yeah,
Like, what are you having tonight? What are you having?
Sushi. Another thing we had was sushi.
Sushi, yeah.
Critical key, I'm convinced, critical. If you're going to do this for 2 weeks, you have to have a week's worth of food made, make big quantities, and have it in the fridge, easily accessible.
Right, it was like, it's foolproof when you have all this great stuff in the fridge and you can eat. It's about replacing, not restricting. You can eat as much as you want, and it's in there in the fridge. So whenever you're hungry, just go get some.
And I ate a lot, I'm telling you.
And you'll see what happened. If she keeps going, she's gonna evaporate. But we'll talk about it later.
That's the plan.
What did you learn through this process?
I learned that for the past 50 plus years, I wish I had been eating differently. Really, that's what I learned, and it's maddening to me now to realize what processed, refined foods do to the human body, and how if we just eat more pure, we can survive, we won't be deficient, it can be done.
It's amazing how healing foods are and how good they can make you feel and how addictive what we used to eat is.
Wow,
it's just incredible.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We were on our way to dinner the other night. We were going to get sushi, of course, and we were talking about how you were talking to Dad, and Dad was like, so what are you gonna do once this diet is over? And you're like, what do you mean? What am I gonna do? And that was on our way to dinner when we were hungry. You were like, I'm gonna keep this up. This is amazing. I feel great. Why would I stop this?
It's been an educational experience for me, and really over the past 2 weeks, at one point Dad was having pasta and I was having something else, and that pasta didn't really too much appeal to me anymore. Like
and if there's one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, it would be pasta. She's an Italian woman. That's why I'm potatoes and you're pasta. I'm not sure. I went blonde so that we'd look more related, but still not convinced. Okay, what was your biggest struggle?
When you stopped making me food.
I should start up a business, or I should charge you.
Honestly. Yeah, I got to get a little more organized, but I've been at this cooking thing a lot longer than you have, so it was a real treat to have someone do it for you, truly.
And I love doing it. And it was just, I felt accountable for you. I would text her every day and be like, are you good for dinner tonight? Do you know what you're gonna have for lunch
Your
tomorrow?
passion is contagious. I think everybody knows that.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that she was prepared because preparation is so important.
Everything. Watching documentaries is one, and preparation is two.
Exactly. Yeah. There was one instance where you wanted to have for lunch a salad with the 3-2-1 dressing.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it has tahini and it has maple syrup, which are not ideal on WSLF because they are so calorically dense that you would fill up on those calories and you wouldn't burn the minimal amount of fat that you're eating. And I said to her, it's because you're hungry that you want that right now. That's the survival mechanism. I needed the most calories that I can get, and that's why you wanted it. And I said, don't do it. Fill up on something else, and you're not going to want it afterward.
Step away from the fridge.
Right, so you fill up on something else, and you're like, you're right, I didn't want that.
I didn't want it. No.
That's why you have to be prepared so that you don't grab for that stuff that's not ideal for you.
And if you do, it's not the end of the world, but it really reprogram your mind.
Yeah, for sure. It's a process and it's a learning curve, and every meal, as you'll see from her results, every meal. Are you sitting down? We're gonna kill people. People are gonna have heart attacks watching these results, and we're trying to make everybody healthy. Anyway, what were we even saying? I lost it. So that's it for this video. And do you have any tips for people to overcome some struggles that they might run into?
Go easy on yourself. Everything you take away is a step in the right direction.
I remember what I was gonna say. It was that every meal is healing your body. So if you mess up a little bit, know that there's another meal coming.
Punish yourself.
Exactly. You have 3, 4, 5, however many times you eat a day, chances to improve your health.
Yeah.
So if you mess up one time,
it's
fine. Just pick it up again. It's okay.
All right.
Now let's get into the best part of the video. The results. I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's start with your cholesterol. Okay. So, as we said, we started this challenge, and it was actually a little bit less than 2 weeks until your doctor's appointment. I think it was 12 days until your doctor's appointment. And I was like, I don't know if we can handle this in 12 days.
If I don't have anything good to share.
Exactly. But I was like, might as well try. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So we went for it. Yeah. What was your cholesterol last time you got it checked?
222 a year ago.
Okay. And then after 12 days at WSLF, your cholesterol was?
203.
Are we kidding?
Yeah. And of course, it is also about your ratio, your HDL to your LDL, and those I have a good ratio, but still in all, come on.
It dropped 19 points in 12 days.
Yeah, and it's always been high. I haven't had a cholesterol that low.
That's like
in a very, very long time.
That's insanity. Yeah. Every meal you eat, you're dropping your cholesterol like a half a point.
Yep.
Is that math correct? I'm gonna be a math teacher, so if you think that one meal, it's one meal.
Yeah.
Each meal she ate was dropping her cholesterol half a point.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So she told me that, and I couldn't believe it. And you said when was the last time you saw that number?
When I was in my 20s, literally.
So you were 25 when you last saw that, so like
easy.
50 years ago was the last time she said
Nice.
But still, insanity. Okay, so then let's get into the other results, which we took a couple days ago.
Right.
Yesterday, actually. Okay. I am so excited.
I couldn't believe it.
As we said at the beginning, the main goal was to drop cholesterol. We took her weight and her measurements, and she was on the lower half of the healthy BMI. So did she have weight to lose? Absolutely not.
Not really.
And if you watched our healthy grocery haul, you'll see in that video I actually said to her, I don't think you're going to lose any weight, but you're probably going to lose some inches. That was my guess. You want to know what happened?
It was good.
She lost 3 pounds. 3 entire pounds in a little bit less than 2 weeks. Yeah. And how many times were you starving?
I wasn't, ever.
How many times did you restrict your calories?
Never.
How much did you eat?
A lot.
And what did you eat a lot of? Carbs and starches. What everybody says makes you fat.
Right.
This woman ate straight starch for 2 weeks and lost 3 pounds, and her cholesterol went down 18 points.
Right. Healthy carbs.
Yeah, there are unhealthy. There's unhealthy. Yeah. Yes. All right, and then for measurements, craziness.
Yeah.
On her waist, she lost 2 inches.
Say what?
Off her. Woo woo! Off her hips, she lost 1.5 inches. Off of her belly button, she lost 1 inch. Off of her thigh, she lost 1 inch. And off of her arm, she lost 1 inch.
Are you kidding me?
My goal to make her evaporate is coming. Thank God.
The last time I see you guys.
But just absolute insanity.
I mean, really, I didn't even try.
I mean,
I didn't exercise more, do anything differently except go on that WSL.
and eat in abundance.
Yeah.
Didn't restrict, you replaced, and you felt great the whole time.
The whole time, great.
I mean, it's just incredible. Like these results, this was after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I know the challenge is usually 30 days, but they've been toying with making it 2 weeks. We did it 2 weeks just because there was a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
But I mean, my next question for you are, what are your plans going forward?
Yeah, I almost think 2 weeks is better because if you're going to see results like this in 2 weeks, you don't have to feel like you're struggling or what if it doesn't work or blah, blah, blah. And now I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could be the type of thing, I think that a great lifestyle would be to make every 2 weeks of your life a 2-week challenge.
Yeah.
So do it for 2 weeks, then go
Yeah,
out
be
to
so hard on
dinner.
yourself.
Yeah, go get some ice cream.
Yeah.
Do it for another 2 weeks, then go to your favorite vegan restaurant. Another 2 weeks, go get some vegan pizza.
Right.
So I am so proud. She
Thank you.
killed it.
Someone care.
So those are her results. We are so excited about it. Send her so much love. So proud, and you're gonna keep this up, right?
I am, yes. I am.
Yeah.
You'll be
That's
good.
all we gotta
Be
say.
better for it.
Anything else that you want to say?
No, love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you. Maybe you'll see East Coast Mom, but you'll definitely see me.
Bye.
All right. That's it. Bye, guys.